Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, Sunaina ma'am, just wait a second. Yes, good afternoon, everyone. And those who are saying good morning, to them also good afternoon. Today we are going to start a new chapter named Triangles.
Good afternoon, Sagar sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Sir, I want to say something to my dear students which
Yeah.
are attending the class every day.
Yes, ma'am. Say.
If videos are switched off, it is very difficult for us to judge. You are learning, we know very well. All the things are going for your betterment. Beta, please switch on your videos. Sagar sir, those who are switching off their videos, please don't let them enter. It's very
Fine,
strict
I'll
instruction.
remove all the students today, ma'am. Then.
Yeah, please. Or otherwise, give today. Say them to only today only the last chance. If you will not do this thing again, and this you will be thrown out from the grade.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Okay.
It is for their betterment
I
only.
hope
This
all the
is the
students have heard the things. Just go with these rules. Ma'am is asking for you something. Just follow the rules. Okay. Otherwise, the way Sunaina ma'am is giving me instructions, I have to follow the same. Okay, everyone.
don't repeat this, beta, please. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You
Yeah,
can
welcome.
unmute me now.
It's okay. Okay. Just 1 minute. Let me see all the students, how they are sitting and how they are following the rules or not. Let me see all the things. Kunal Mandhan, take care of all the rules you have to follow. Switch on the videos. Veer Devender, Dakshvir Khokar. Veer Devender, I call your father. Okay, a video will be off like this. Pranshu, Navruk, Vadita, Gurleen is asking, sir, which chapters are deleted? Gurleen, beta, 2 chapters are completely deleted. That are chapter number 5 and 9. Okay, keep this in mind. 2 chapters. Yeah. Yeah. Good afternoon, Gunveer. So today we are going to start with the chapter number 7, congruency of triangles. Yeah. So first of all, you should know about the word congruent. Congruent. What is this congruent means? Then we'll start with congruency of triangles. And you know well what is triangle. So I'm not going to just explain you what is triangle. Okay, that you know. But what is congruent? That also you have done in 7th and 8th. But still, I am starting with the word congruent if you are not knowing it at all. So congruent means, just write it down in your notebook. Student is saying, sir, congruent means equal. So let us see how it means actually. Okay, just write it down. First of all, mention chapter name, the date, then start with this definition of congruent word. Congruent means equal in all respect. Congruent means equal in all respects, or we can say that, or figure with same shapes and sizes. Yes, you have to write the same in Fair Notebook. If you are writing directly in Fair Notebook, just write it down in your notebook. So congruent means equal in all respects, or we can say those figures which are same in shapes and sizes. Now let me give you some example on this. Note it down, then we'll start with the example. So congruent means equal in all respects, or figure with same shapes and sizes. For example, I have a book. If you are able to see this, I have this book in my hands. Fine. If you'll see, each and every page of the book, they are just equal to each other. See this, equal in size and shape. Shape is also same and size is also same. So we can say that all the pages of a book are congruent to each other. All the pages of the book are congruent to each other. Fine. Let me give you more examples on this. I hope you've written this. Moving further, see this now. Card written, the card place here and the card place here. You all have seen playing cards. If you will put one card on another card, see, I have took this card and I'm keeping this card on this. See both the cards. This card is here and this card is lying here. So if I'll keep these both cards on each other, then they will completely cover each other. Yes, no? If the cards of one bundle, if you will keep them on one another, they will cover each other. Yes, no? If they are covering each other, it means they are congruent to each other. No need to make shapes in your notebook. You can directly write the definition that we have written. Vivek, we have to just write this congruent definition. Yes, this is just to explain you. So both the cards here are congruent to each other. I hope the meaning is clear of the congruent. If two things are just same, with the shape is also same and size is also same, then they will be able to cover each other. For example, a coin of 1 rupee will cover the coin of another 1 rupee. A coin of 5 rupee will cover the same 5 rupee coin. Yes, so those coins are also congruent to each other. For example, one more. These two stars with name F1 and F2. These two stars, this F1 star and F2 star, will cover each other because they are just same. If you will see, the shape and size of the stars are same. It means, what does it mean? It means that they are congruent. Yeah. One more. Moving further. If you're able to see this, all the planes seems just equal in shape, in size and shapes. All the six planes are just seems to be equal in shapes and sizes. That's why they all are congruent to each other. Now we have to study the same thing in triangles. And to study the same thing in triangles, we should know some of the congruency criteria. There are some methods that we have to follow to prove two triangles congruent. Okay, is it clear? And those who have not written the definition, they can write it down. I'm giving 20 seconds more, then we'll start further with the rules today. After writing all the rules in the notebook, then we'll start with the exercises. Let us start today with the rules. All the congruency criteria we will discuss today. And whatever I am going to write today, you need to write in your notebooks. Yes, Manpreet, for a second. Preet Tyagi is saying, sir, voice is not coming at all. But it can be somewhere network issue, but from this side, I can assure that everything is fine. I used to check everything before starting the class. I daily check. If the problem is with other students also, then you can just write here. All fine, sir. Some are saying fine. Okay. Moving further. Just write the heading. Congruency criteria. How we can check that triangles are congruent? First, very easy. S, S, S. That is side, side, and side. If in two triangles, all the corresponding sides are equal to each other, it means the triangles are congruent. For example, let me make two triangles. You also have to make the same. Write each and everything, make each and every figure from now. Let me name it ABC triangle and PQR triangle. Suppose this side is equal to this side is equal to this, and this side of the triangle is equal to this. Suppose it is given in the question. Then how are you going to write? See how we can use SSS. It means one side is equal to one side, the other side is equal to the other side, and the third side is also equal to the third side. If three sides of the triangle are equal, it means they are congruent triangles and they are equal triangles, we can say. Yeah, you can make any size of triangle. Okay, let it be a rough figure. Just use scale and make. Fine. I am just writing it to explain you, to make you understand what are these criteria. That's it. So I'm writing here in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, here AB is equals to PQ, BC is equals to QR, and AC is equals to PR. If the corresponding three sides are equal to each other, it means the triangles are congruent to each other. And for congruent, we have this sign, equals to sign, and on this curve. It makes both the triangles congruent. Okay, and which criteria we have used here? Which criteria? SSS. So this is SSS criteria. When three sides means the three sides are equal to each other. Okay, moving on further to the next. Second is SAS, side angle side. So it is A, B, C, P, Q, R. So again, let me write in triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Suppose here AB is equal to PQ and this angle A is equal to angle P and AC is equal to PR. If this is given in the question, no, then we can say that it is SAS. Look here, AB and PQ are equal. Angle A and angle P are equal, and AC and PR are equal to each other. Look here, everyone on the screen. How we can say that it is SAS? For this, no, there should be two sides. There should be two sides, and between the two sides there should be an angle. Between the two sides there should be an angle. Okay, let us see this. See, in this triangle I have taken two sides, AB and AC, and between these two sides, no, we have an angle. See this. So it is S, the side, then this angle, then this again a side. So it is SAS. This sequence should be followed strictly, otherwise it will be a wrong solution. Put it down. The sequence should be followed strictly, otherwise it is not possible at all to prove this. So side, then there is one more side, and between these two sides, see, the two sides are meeting at A, and this angle only we have used, angle A. So side, angle, side. In the same way here also, side, then we have the angle, then we have a side. So in between the two sides we have angle. So this is SAS. Put it down. We can say that the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by SSS congruence criteria. Sorry, SAS. Yes. After this, the next criteria. ASA, that is angle side angle. Again, A, B, C, P, Q, R. In triangle ABC and PQR, see this angle, then side and angle. So in between two sides there should be a, sorry, in between two angles there should be a side. What I'm trying to say, in between two angles there should be a presence of side. Okay, let this angle be equal to this, and suppose in the question if it is given this angle is equal to this, and it is given that this side is equal to this. So what is this actually? Look at this. First of all, see here, ASA, two angles and between one side. So see this one angle, and this is the second angle, the first and second angle, and in between we have a side. So if I am taking the two angles, then I have to take a side in between these two angles, which is AB. In the same way, if I am taking these two angles, then there is a side presence in between these two angles. That's why it is angle, then in between a side, then again a angle. So for this, we can write angle A is equal to angle P. AB is equal to PQ, and angle B is equal to angle Q. And therefore it is angle, side and angle. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR because of angle, side, angle. I hope these criteria are clear to you. This explanation is required. That's why I'm explaining this. If somewhere your concept is not clear, it will make your concepts clear regarding the congruency of triangles. After this, the fourth. This criteria is not given in NCERT, but we can use this criteria also as it is given in other books. For example, your RS Agarwal, it is given there. So we can use this fourth criteria. This is AAS. Angle, angle, side. So here again A, B, C and P, Q, R. In triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Now they're saying that two angles together, then one side. This is also possible. Here we have written this, that ASA. There are two angles in one side, but side should be between two angles. But this is also possible. So this sequence is flexible. AAS is also possible. Okay, now how AAS? Suppose this angle is equal to this. This angle is equal to this. Then there it is not compulsory to take a side in between. We can take the third side. So angle, then side. So it is AAS. Angle, then angle. After that we have a side. So angle, angle, side. Yeah, you can call it, but we do not call it actually. The way they have explained us, that is AAS. You can call it. Nothing means nothing is wrong in that. But you should write AAS. Yes, Aditya Jain. In triangle ABC and PQR, angle A is equals to angle P, and angle B is equals to angle Q. So two angles are equal, then we can say one side is also equal. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Here also the triangles are congruent if two angles and one side are equal to each other. If two angles and one side are equal to each other, then also we can say that triangles are equal or congruent. Now the last and the most important, RHS. R means right angle and H means hypotenuse. And S means side. Now let me make a right angle. Naming them P, Q, R, X, Y, Z. So both the triangles have right angle at Q and Y. In this, no, when RHS to be used at that time, when RHS to be used, no, at that time, a right angle must be given. So in both the triangles, a right angle is given, that is angle Q and angle Y. Okay, so moving on, in triangle PQR and triangle XYZ. First of all, there will be a presence of 90-degree angle. So angle Q and angle Y will be equal to each other because of 90-degree. And it will be a present, see, it will be given in your question. Do not think that we have to assume. I am just assuming here to explain you. But we have to move according to the questions. What is written in the question, according to that, we can follow these criteria. So we have to find in our question which criteria to be used in that particular question. Okay, which criteria to be used in that particular question, that we need to see. Here just I am assuming it, so that you should be clear on this. So one 90-degree should be given, then one hypotenuse. See this, the side opposite to 90-degree, the side opposite to 90 degrees is hypotenuse, the side opposite to 90 degrees is hypotenuse. So these two sides should be given equal. So hypotenuse PR will be equals to hypotenuse XZ. And one more side should be given equal, any side. It can be any side. It can be PQ and XY also. It can be QR and YZ also. So let it be QR and YZ equal. If these three things are equal in a right angle triangle, then we have to use this criteria, RHS, right angle, then hypotenuse, then any of the side. So in, you can write here, therefore triangle PQR is congruent to triangle XYZ by RHS congruence criteria. Gurkirat, have you written this? Okay. Okay, okay. Yes, I have seen, Gurkirat, you were saying yes. I have to read your lips, how it is moving. Yeah, okay. Gunveer is asking, sir, please tell again. What, Gunveer, this one? RHS? RHS, okay. RHS means right angle, hypotenuse and side. Now look into the triangle only. two triangles. Right angle, first of all, is R, which is right angle, and there should be a presence of right angle. See this, right angle and right angle, and right angle means 90 degree and 90 degree. So these two angles will be equal to each other. So angle Q is equal to angle Y, and this is all your R says that right angle should be equal. Second, hypotenuse. In front of 90 degree we have hypotenuse, in front of 90 we have hypotenuse. These should also be equal, means PR should be equal to XZ, and this is your hypotenuse RH. And S means any of the side. You can take any side. It can be PQ and XY also, but here I have assumed QR and YZ. So QR and YZ equal. So this is RHS. If these three things are equal in a triangle, it means we are using their RHS criteria. Is it clear, Gunveer? This is all RHS. So today till now we have just read the criteria or the rules so that you can start with the chapter in a very good manner. Clear, no? So now we are going to start. We have a few minutes left. We'll start with exercise 7.1 now directly. So Koshima is trying to ask, I guess, that if PQ is equal to XY, will it be RHS? Yes, Koshima, this is your question. Write it down, be quick, Koshima. Yes, okay. So Koshima is saying, sir, if PQ, suppose, do not take QR, do not take QR, so take PQ. Okay, then also we can say there should not, it should be like this, one right angle, then one hypotenuse. See this hypotenuse, and this is one side, right angle, hypotenuse, and side. This way also you can say. No, no, no. You are saying this will be ASA. ASA, how it can be? ASA. This way. Or you are saying SAS. No, AAA property is not there, Aditya Jain. For that, I can give you a very good example. How it will not be there. Koshima, I'll make your doubt clear when we'll do the questions. Maybe somewhere you are confused with ASA and that. You'll get to know that. Sir, we can take the last side on right angle also. Which last side you can take? I didn't get that. Okay, AAA can't be there. Aditya Jain is asking, sir, there can be a AAA angle, angle, angle. Look here now. Look everyone, why AAA is not possible? I've made here an equilateral triangle. I have made two equilateral triangles, 60 degree, 60 degree. You all are aware of this, that you all are aware of this, that equilateral makes 60 degree. Fine, no? 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, like this. See this, Aditya Jain, you were asking this. If this angle is equal to this, and this is equal to this, and this is equal to this, are these triangles congruent? Congruent means which covers each other. Will this triangle be able to cover this triangle? Let us check. And it is very clearly visible. See this? This triangle is very smaller triangle as compared to the bigger triangle. It means with AAA, we can't prove that the triangles are congruent. These two triangles are not congruent. Is it clear, Aditya Jain? Yes, fine. Because congruent triangle means they should be equal. Area should also be equal. Next. Now start with exercise 7.1. Wait. I have the exercise here. So here we have exercise 7.1. Just take it out in your notebook. Page number. Let me check it out. Page number 118. Take out in your books page number 118, exercise 7.1, question number 1. Given. What is given in the question? That AC and AD are equal. Okay, this is marked already. Line AC and line AD are equal. This way we can mark sides are equal. So AC is equals to AD. AB bisects angle A. AB bisects angle A. So let me write here, AB bisects angle A. This bisects and all these all words no will come from chapter number 6, lines and angles. And that all we have done. Chapter number 6, lines and angles is, and chapter number 7, chapter number 8, all are related. If you know chapter number 6, you can do chapter number 7. If you know chapter number 6 and 7, you can do chapter number 8. It's like this. So AB bisects angle A means these two angles are equal. This AB line is bisecting this full angle into two equal parts. So this angle is equal to this angle. Let it be angle 1 and 2. So we can write here that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Now what to prove? Just write in the same manner the way I have writing here. Given, then to prove. We have to prove that ABC and ABD are congruent. ABC and ABD. We need to prove them congruent. First this. Second, they are asking what you can say about BC and BD. This we'll see later. Okay. So proof. Do we have three things in these two triangles equal? Let us check it out. Which triangles we need to prove congruent? ABC and ABD. Just write in the starting in triangle ABC and triangle ABD. AC and AD are equal to each other. See this, in triangle ABC, AC side, and in triangle ABD, we have AD side. These two are equal. We can't write by ourselves. It should be given in the question. So it is given. Or you should have a valid reason. Without reason, no, it will be a wrong option. Okay. You should write here given. Means it is given in the question. We have to write the reason. After that, angle 1 and angle 2 are also equal. This also we have mentioned in given. So you can write here given. Because you have explained this in given that AB bisects angle A, that's why 1 and 2 are equal. So 1 and 2 are equal. We can write directly given here. No, angle A is not common, Aditya Jain. There is a common side AB. See this AB? AB comes in this triangle also and AB comes in this triangle also. So we can write that side AB of that triangle is equal to side AB of another triangle, which is common. So this way, both the triangles are, so we have 20 seconds left and the class is getting over now. Note it down. And here we have used SAS, side, angle, side. And by CPCT, we can write that BC and BD are equal. This I'll explain you tomorrow. Okay, so bye. Take care.